Alright. Hello, everyone. Hello, Skirks. And, yeah. Um, so the PNG tuber that I showed off on, my new schedule, um, I'm using that today. It was made by Crystal Momo Star over on Blue Sky. So it is super nice. I really like it. And I hope other people will like it too, because it's really nice. It's gonna produce so much sand, but it's fine. I needed more sand anyway. I think each sand is only one, so I mean, 64 freaking sand for 64 essence, But it's fine. I don't know that I would say that we needed sand, but I was pretty low on sand a moment ago. So so I have been working on a couple of things here in between the episodes and whatnot. Nothing that I can directly show. Immediately. But there is one thing I can directly show that I've been working on. I just need to, do that. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I'm just trying to do some thinking and organizing and whatnot. Yeah, and then black wool. So I went ahead and finished up the barn that we started construction on last time. You can see that it now has a black roof on top of it. If I come over here, you can even see the glass is in place. And if I come in here, you can see that I have every color of sheep. I have 4 of each color of sheep. And then up here, technically this is not finished, but also there's nothing really up here to begin with. I don't actually have any real plans for up here, so this is as close to finished as it's probably going to be, just in general. So, but yeah, we have all 16 types of sheep. They're in the same order as the sheep, or as the wool is in the creative menu. going left to right and then front to back. So like white and then light gray, followed by gray and black. So this is the bed. I don't know. I don't remember the exact order in Java, or if Java and Bedrock even match up. But this is the order in which they're in the Bedrock menu. So this is what I used. So, should we ever need wool, we have all 16 types of sheep. And we can always, convert between things. Earlier, I thought that I needed a lot of wood for this. And so I converted just a couple of things into oak. And then I had a lot of oak that I didn't use. So I then converted that into the black wool. And then that's what I used to actually construct the roof, was all that black wool from all that conversion. So, 'twas nice. Aside from that, really the only thing that I've done lately is some schematic work. I've been constructing blueprints, but I've been doing it, outside of, I've been constructing the actual blueprints for certain buildings as opposed to, building anything. So I don't exactly have anything to really show for that. But still, it is something that I have been working on. So, unfortunately, I haven't finished any of the blueprints that I've been constructing. Mostly because I only recently started doing that, and so I've only been able to work on one blueprint. I have several blueprints that I am working on, but I've only been able to complete one particular, set of them. Does this have essence? It does. I actually have a use for poisonous potatoes, because they have essence, because of alchemy. Kind of breaking the rules of Minecraft a little bit, but that's fine. Jeb has, there's a book or something that Jeb made for, Minecraft developers about, what's the mission of Minecraft, and what do we do? And one of the things that he put into said book is apparently that poisonous potatoes will never have a use, which I think is strange but hilarious that that's a guideline. That's a Mojang guideline. It's poisonous potatoes will never have a use. It's alright, whatever. Outside of the April Fool's thing. Anyway. That was a pretty good, update, though, that the poisonous potato update. I think some of those things were pretty good, though. I liked the frying pan. A way to, cook things. Go ahead and take care of those. let's see. So yeah, I don't have I don't have any buildings that I've like completed that I can be like, hey, we can build this today because I made the blueprint or whatever. But still, I have been working on some blueprints for some of the things that we will eventually want to build. You know. So. Poisonous potatoes are 4. Oh, really? They're only 4? Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Poisonous potatoes are a whopping 4. Well, you know what? I'll do this. And then I'll do that. Because I don't need that many ladders. It's always nice when you can just recycle things. It's like, I don't need this. And you just toss it into the freaking alchemy system. It's a very handy system, honestly. Snails. These trees I just chopped down to get the oak wood. So, and I see these are getting eaten by otters as well. There's a couple of spruce. Or maybe it's the platypus that do that. I'm not sure. One of the mobs in Naturist, like chews at like the bottom block of trees and strips them constantly. I just don't remember which of the Naturist mobs does that. So. Her? Bottles of experience for you. They're not overly useful. Like, they're good if you need a little bit of, like, you know, tool fixing. You know, because it can be like, throw them out, switch to the tool, pick up the experience. So, but they're not, like, overly useful. So, hello, cat. So, yeah, this whole, like, creating a schedule thing definitely seems to have, like, done good. Because, you know, it's like, I make a schedule and I'm like, oh yeah, now I have like an idea of like what I'm going to stream. I tried to kind of hold off a little bit today on the stream, because I was hoping that the Social Security people sent me a letter that's like, hey, we need you to call us and give us some info. And so I was like, okay. So I called them. And they're not there. Like, they're not available. So I was like, great. You sent me the freaking thing. You know, you sent me the freaking message to call you. And then you're not there. So call me back, I guess. And so I was hoping that there might be some possibility that they would call me back. You know, prior to the stream, but they haven't yet. So this whole freaking disability, like trying to get disability thing is so stupid, dude. Like, they want information, but then they won't freaking be there to get the information from you, and but then it's your fault that they didn't get the information. And it's like, what? Freaking, you need to be available. You know, it's not my fault if I call and you're not there, you know? So, yeah, well, it is Monday, so I'm assuming that there's a possibility that the the person that's supposed to that I'm supposed to contact is dealing with other people or some such, but it's still just you told me to call you. You know? But then you're the one that's not around when I call. You know? How do you expect me to get your information to you if you're not actually going to be around to receive said information? You know? That's all. It's just one of those, I get it, but also, I just hate it. So, if I don't hear anything, chiseled tetramino stone block. That's interesting. Oh, nope, these are all just mossy. Chiseled tetramino stone block? That's a new block. That's wild. So I think I'm going to put our barn to use. Anybody who remembers the old world that we had might remember that at the top of the barn I had a bunch of chests. And I think what I want to do is I want to move all of that crap out of that the like temple over there. I want to move all of my stuff out of there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a miscellaneous storage for things that I just don't have a good place to store. And just set that like up here. So although before I do that, one thing I realized is that in my old schematic, I used planks like this, but when I was building stuff for like storage here, it meant that I couldn't open these. But I can open them if I make stairs instead. So I want to do that. And it's not one-to-one. Like, it's 4 stairs for every 6. But it is what it is, you know? What I will probably have to do is take a set of stairs and then mine out all of these planks here. And then, oh yeah, these are directly one-to-one. So that's awesome. So what I can do is I can knock out all of these planks like this. And then I can convert them directly into stairs using the alchemy system. And then, of course, I'll need 2 more extras, but that's not too hard to come by. So, just a matter of throwing, all of the wood in and setting the alchemy thing to stairs instead. And then what I'll have to do is just grab like maybe 2 planks of like oak or something that I can then throw in as well. Or maybe I'll just throw in this like extra crafting table that I have, because that's 24. I guess mossy stone bricks don't have essence. Or regular stone bricks? That's strange. I swear regular stone bricks had essence. Seems odd that these wouldn't have essence. Huh. I guess they don't. That's slightly annoying. Whoops, I went the wrong way. Oh, my sinuses are a pain. I have a cat on my lap, which, speaking of cats on my lap, wonder if I can, oops, ah, just, smacking everything here. Since I don't have to use the camera for the the PNG tuber, I can load that up. Yeah, it's I assume you're talking about like my IRL jacket. It's a jacket that I found when we were up in Michigan on vacation. So it actually used to say Michigan on it, but it's kind of washed off. So it's a Mackinac Island shirt, tech, hoodie, whatever you want to call it. So bless you. Let's see. That should make it so that I can put chests up there now. It's a lot of crap.
I would say that in fact, it's an interesting idea, something that goes down into a complete bed, but I don't think that that's going to be good for him. I think what we need to do is
Whoops.
car again someday this week. Didn't you say you were going to keep it Thursday? Yeah. Okay. First I knew you were planning to keep it Thursday.
Barn.
What's it for? Sales appointment, okay. Is there going to be enough time if you do the nails appointment to stick your headlights in the Habitat for Humanity across?
Some of this stuff could actually be placed in like the actual warehouse. But I'm gonna worry about like moving the stuff that can actually go somewhere after I, you know, kind of go through all this stuff.
I do know that they had limited what was in production there. It used to produce not only Buicks, but the Pontiacs and
I did raise up the ground on this side of the hill. So this is all like properly laid out now. I think I did that with the back over here, or at least a little bit. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do over here. I'm probably going to raise the ground up. You know, bring the dirt around this way, raise the ground here up. Probably push it over to this side a bit so that the path can be flat through the, you know, the stuff. Whoops, that is the stone cutter, that's not the chest. But yeah, like I need to sort all of this crap at some point. You know, like rotten flesh can be put away. Clay can be put away. Gunpowder can be put away, you know. Um, I'm just kind of looking at what's in here, really. Trying to kind of figure out what's like dirt. Dirt can go in my dirt chest, you know. I also want to like figure out a way to put stairs on these paths. Oh, also, in the spirit of Halloween, and you can't see it well, I changed my skin for, you know, today. I saw this cat skin and that it had heterochromatic eyes, and I was like, yes. But yeah, for Halloween I have changed my skin. So my Minecraft character is also dressed up. I mean, I'm not dressed up, unfortunately, because I don't have a PNG tuber that is dressed up. But still, the point is that I did dress up, you know. I don't remember where clay is. Over here. Yes, clay and bricks. Why you... Oh. Because none of that has essence. My biggest complaint with this whole alchemy mod is that essence is an NBT. I'm sure there's a, add-on limit. Something in the system for add-ons that makes it so that they can't do otherwise. Mojang placing limits on things. So okay, now I think everything in here has essence. I might as well put a stone cutter up here as well. Like I have down here. And this chest can probably get moved into like that miscellaneous stuff. Up on top of the... Whoops. Up on top of the shed here. So... Like, I probably do want to actually consider putting, like, ancient debris / netherite into, like, a space. I just don't know where to put it, So... I wish I could, like, sort the inventories. But there really isn't a good way to do that, to my knowledge. I'm sure I could build some sort of auto-sorting system if I sat down and looked up how to do that. But I just don't care enough to, like, put in that much work on it. So... I want to take all of the guidebooks. and like put them in there.
For legal reasons, none of it could be taken out of there or preserved. Because there could be something in one of those photographs or one of those plot layouts or something that might contain some kind of a trade secret or patent. And so you could not take them out. There were nothing but pictures of downtown Flint in the early 80s,
That'll work.
late 1800s.
Da.
City layout maps and that kind of stuff. All had to be destroyed.
Whoop, wall details.
It's too bad because there's a real historical treasure trove down there. Somebody had just taken a little time to go through it.
Oh, this is a guidebook of some kind? Oh, more custom blocks. Got it. This is not really all that much of a guidebook. It really doesn't say any information, but sure. What can you do? And then we can run back and do the next thing. And like I've got info items. And again, some of this could even be put away properly, like flowers. Feel like smithing templates should probably... Oh, I had ink sacks in here. Here I went hunting to find so much crap the other day. Like to find some freaking squids from my sheep. And as it turns out, I had them right in a chest. See, this is why I need organization. So, because I will never be able to find anything in any of these chests. Oh yeah, this is the extra home thing, because I thought you needed an individual home block for each, like, place, and then I didn't. If it had any kind of essence, I would probably do something with it, but it doesn't, so... most of this is stuff that can go into other chests. Like flowers and redstone and... And I figure I might as well, you know, keep picking up these eggs. I don't know why I bother with this. I don't use chicken for anything. So I really have no idea why I'm bothering to, like, keep all of these chickens and such. Whoops. I went backwards.
Go to somebody who
Okay. This is all flowers, so that can go up here into the flowers, which are over here. Apparently I don't have sunflowers essenced. Do I have... I don't have Azure Bluets essenced. Now I do. I don't even have peonies in here. Poppies. Dandelion. Oh, do dandelion not have essence? Some things have essence and some things don't. It's very strange. But yeah, I guess dandelions just don't have essence for some reason. It's like, I put them in my inventory. Weird. Overworld mob drops. Where I can find wind charges. And then the dispenser is a redstone and thus can go into the redstone. There we go. Hopper. Crafter. Comparator. Repeater. Torches. Thought when I made all of that stuff, I already had alchemy installed, but I guess not.
What password are you using? I think we reset it to capital Legion SA $2.
Birch door can go in the birch. Birch planks don't have essence yet.
Gotta be a capital L on Legion SA
There we go.
$2.
Alright. So much inventory management. But at least it will finally open up this freaking building here. Like, maybe I can use this for something. Wow, my inventory is full just from all that stuff. A lot of stuff that only stacks to one item. Why am I even keeping a gold sword, I wonder? See, this is the thing. Like, why am I keeping the sword? Normally, I would never, like, bother with that. Like, I have some weird, like, choices of stuff that I'm, like, keeping here that I don't fully understand. Like this one piece of tinted glass that I can't even, like, see that I have. And I can, like, put saddles down here. And, like, I guess the gold armor I'm keeping because the nether, you know, going into the nether and all, you gotta have something gold on you. Didn't I have... Yeah, armor trim. I think that's it. I think that was the only armor trim I had in here. here's the... Actually, it's a decorated pot out because we could put it with the other pots. It wouldn't hurt to create some kind of like a treasure chest, maybe. Like, instead of this chest over here, maybe I can like do that. And then instead of storing the stuff here, because like that stuff is all miscellaneous like stuff, right? That's the whole idea there. So we can like put the saddles in here, we can put the gold armor, we can put the diamond armor, we've got flowers that we can put into our warehouse. Stuff like that. And I can probably move the sugar out of there, since the sugar is kind of just like a lot of garbage. And then like here, I've got like a lot of garbage. Like I have more flowers here. And like more rotten flesh and more spider eyes and ladders, and this will also give me essence. Like this will also allow me to put essence onto all of the items that were in there. So, because anything that goes into my inventory gains essence. So let's... I'm gonna make a dye chest over here. Put our ominous bottles in here. Two. I know I at least have a 3 as well somewhere. Some of this crap is just that. It's garbage. Let's see. Green dye. Ink sacks. Hang the gold sword on an item frame. Make it decor. I could do that. That is a thing I could do. I don't think I have... I think I only have just these 4 sticks over here. Might have more, but at the moment it looks like I only have 4. I do need to make an item frame for my shears. So I'll need to make 2 item frames. It shouldn't be difficult. I just gotta get some sticks, really. Here, let's do this. As much as I like this tree, I would like to try and get a bigger tree for the, like, town center. So let me knock that down. See if we can't get a slightly bigger tree or anything. Um, let's see. Let me see if I can find all of the stuff that can be placed elsewhere first. Like this iron armor is almost all busted. Sunflowers, ag, chicken, fences, minos. Blast furnaces. Oh, I can't pick these up because my inventory is full. I have an iron hoe and a diamond hoe because reasons. The seeds I can just throw into the composter. Overworld mob drops. Can get all of those. Flowers. Can get sunflowers. I have a lot of sunflowers. Oh, I don't have rosebush. I see that. I mistook the poppies for sunflower. Do I even have a place that I would like put sticks here? I don't think so. Yes, I'm literally making sticks. There we go. That's a good handful of sticks. Ooh, more flowers. Hoppers. Furnaces. What do I need furnaces for? Where would I put furnaces? I don't have a spot for furnaces. I really don't. I think at this point I'm just gonna start grabbing stuff. Okay. And we'll just start taking it over there and dumping it. And now we have our 2 item frames though, so we can hang up the sword. Put 1 item frame there. I'll put 1 item frame there. And I'll put the sword there. And then I'll put like these villager things in there. And then maybe I have room for stuff in here. I just put Mino shards in here, I think. No? Did I not? No, I don't think I did. After all. Thought I might have, but I don't think I did. Apparently my phone is downloading an update. Because why not? Nobody asked for this. Oh. Nope, I didn't put Mino shards in there. They just were in my inventory. I'll put the hose in there. Wait. Bad omen bottles. Four. Don't appear to have a bad omen 3 yet. At least not that I'm seeing. So there's that. Trident. Trident should go over here into, like, this stuff. At some point, I'll also figure out what I'm going to do with those spawners. You know, like we have those 2 spawners that I can use to make something. Ooh, Bad Omen 3. How about that? It was right there. I just hadn't grabbed it out of this chest yet. And just like that, that chest is now empty. My inventory is too full to pick up other stuff. So... let's see. Why don't we make a chest for potions? We'll put our Bad Omen 3 in here. And 5. There we go. Put the gold chest plate over here. And the gold apple I feel like should be put somewhere else, but for now, that's fine. Oopsies. Bad Omen 3. Wait, there we go. I don't know why that Bad Omen didn't initially stack, but we're good. I guess the Dragon Egg I want to place somewhere eventually. I just don't know where yet. What have I been doing with the music discs? Just kind of throwing them in here? More or less. Is it not in here? There it is. I was going to say, do I not have the leads in there? I do. I don't know why I'm bothering to, like, keep these hose. I probably should use them up and be done with them. And then I can come down here. Place my shears there. At some point, I will enchant the shears with mending and unbreaking. You know, if they break before then, it's not that big of a deal. Since, you know, freaking, it's just 2 iron. But I would like to put mending on them anyway at some point, so. It's kind of a waste running all the way over here to put 1 Mino shard away. But it is what it is. That's the one annoying thing that I have. Like that's kind of the one like major annoying thing about the Tetris mod is you just get all these like miscellaneous Mino shards, just like 1 or 2 at random points. And it's just like, thanks. I have no idea how else I was supposed to pick that up, but whatever. Okay. So now I can look at how this is constructed and reconstruct what I unstructured at some point. And then we'll have a little temple again. For now, I'm going to put this bed up here like so. Set my respawn point. Stone cutter on one side, anvil on the other. Furnace right there is fine. We'll set our couch down over here. I see. There we go. And then I don't need this extra crafting table at the moment. So I'll just like store it, I guess. Okay. We've got our miscellaneous storage somewhat figured out. I mean, it's still kind of a pain. And it's still very miscellaneous, you know. But it's better than it was. So that's what matters. I don't suppose I could, like... Nope, that doesn't rotate. Okay. I was going to try hooking the camera onto the chair itself so that it was, like, sturdy and solid and wasn't moving regularly like this. Like, every time I, you know, bring my hand over towards it and it moves like that. But I don't really have a steady place to stick it where it can point at the kitty cat, so. I know, I opened something, so you're all excited, even though it has nothing to do with you. But it could have something to do with you, right? So you get all excited. Alright. Well, that's done now. So now I have to figure out what else I'm going to do today. That's the real question. I sure wish I could have finished that schematic for the university so that we could have built that, but it is what it is. I guess I could plan out where it's going to be. It's a 32 by 34 block structure. So it's going to be freaking massive. So I think I might want to put it over here, where there's a lot of space. Takasu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that's how wide it is. Like, it's a big structure. Like, when I build that university, it's gonna make all the rest of these builds look pathetic. Except for maybe that one, but I'm pretty sure that's even still, like, in the 20s range. But it's really gonna make that stuff look pathetic. Just because of how, like, massive it is. $40. That's a good amount. But yeah, it's 34 wide by 32 long. And I'm a little concerned if I even have 32 long over there. No, I think I do. I don't think I'll need to move any of the current structures. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Right up against this hill here. So that's interesting. Gonna need to do some light touches. Especially since I'm going to need to cut through here. Oh, that was the goose, I assume? I was like, where's the witch? But I think it's this goose, duck, whatever that is. Something along those lines, anyway. Ooh. Okay, so that's going to cut right into that building for sure. See that? So I do have one structure I'm going to have to rebuild or move. Honk. That's alright. We in the planning stages still. So we can get this figured out. We's only planning. Once we are out of the planning stage and into the building stage, that's when things will get, you know, a tad more difficult, but... But yeah, I'll definitely want to move that structure that's currently there. Either move the structure that's currently there or just like tear it down, just in general. Because like this is the, what is this, the mason or whatever, the thing for the whichever villager uses the blast furnace. I could not remember the name of the freaking block. It's blast furnace. Might be like the armor or the smith or something. I don't know which villager it is. But yes, we are going to want to move that. I am going to be creating some dark spots here for a short period of time. That shouldn't be for too long. Like I can always replace torches as I go too. I just can't put them in the same spot, you know? Because I'm like digging there. And obviously I'll have to flatten this side as well. But right now I'm just working on this, like, area. Once I have this area flattened, you know, where the university is going to actually go, then I'll go in and, like, kind of figure out the area around it. There's not much point in, you know, figuring out the area around it until I know more of, like, what this area is going to look like and how flat it's going to be and whatnot. I will say one thing I do like about the Mine Colonies mod is that it has construction tape. And it puts the construction tape all around, like, where you're gonna build. So you know, like, where structures are gonna end up being at and such. You know? And it would be kind of neat to have something like that I can be like, alright, designate this area as, you know, a construction area. It'll probably never happen in vanilla Minecraft, but, you know, still. Thanks for that. Could have just freaking dropped straight down and you would have been fine, but apparently that's not how that works. Apparently, scaffolding only falls when it's placed. It's only affected by gravity when it's placed. Not when, like, blocks are dug out from underneath it. I just figured that the scaffolding would just drop straight down, you know? But apparently that was not the case. I suppose I could use scaffolding as a sort of construction tape. I'd have to build the scaffolding out one further block for that, but it is technically something I could do. To mark, like, yeah, building, go here. You know? There is an excavator shovel in the world utilities. The mod that has the multi-block tool pickaxe. Tool pick? Sure. Like the same add-on that has the, you know, multi-block pickaxe. But I don't know that it would make digging all of this easier, because I would have to aim the shovel downward to mine like 3x3. the frick? Like controller buttons showed up for a second. And I just started like auto mining. And I don't know why. I don't think my GameCube controller registers. I mean, maybe it was the Xbox controller, which would shock me because the Xbox controller doesn't even work. So if my computer was registering Xbox controller inputs, I'm like a little confused. Like why and when. Like why did it start working? Like when did the controllers just suddenly start working, you know? Apparently I had inventory space. Oh yeah, 34. I see it. I see it. Call it there. Hello, raccoon. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to remodel at least those two buildings just in general. In order for, like, in order to, you know, get everything where I want it to be. And all of this like none of this cobblestone has any essence. It's just those ones. I'm just gonna get rid of the shards because it's not like I have any shortage of them now. So like I can just freaking make more if I need, you know? So it's not that big of a deal. Once again, though, my body cannot regulate its heat properly. All right. So this is the location. I'm gonna need at least a couple layers out from the building. now I'm also seriously debating the idea of using the scaffolding as construction tape block. Because now that I've like dug that out, but now I'm digging out more stuff, I'm actually feeling like I'm going to lose track of like where I'm trying to actually build the structure in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push the scaffolding one block outward of where I'm building. And I'm going to surround the area in scaffolding. Which means I've got to place that there, and then I've got to go at least one block further out here. And then, I mean, you can see, again, I need to move this building for sure. Uh-oh. Did stream die? Is stream good? Don't know if like the whole stream died or the chat or what happened just now. But it said that the chat went offline. Put these blocks here to signify that's the edge. I mean, it seems to be active now. So I think the stream came back if it did die. But I don't even know if it died. Or if it was just the chat glitching out. I suppose in cases like this, Whoops. Hang on. You want that fortune. Alrighty. Think it's safe to... I think we're good just to, you know, use the normal pickaxe beyond that. So... and then we'll grab all of this. Grab all of that. And then we'll just fill this in with cobblestone. I don't really need to, like, do anything special here. So... there we go. I will take this one scaffolding, which is 10 essence. And we shall make many more scaffolding out of it. But yeah, that's going to be where our university is when we get to the ability to build it. I gotta finish the schematic for it, though, so... and unfortunately, I can't just build what I have, because I've been building it from the top down. Just because it's easier that way. Because I've been taking a mine colony's, like, prefab and converting that into a schematic. And the easiest way to do that is just take the structure as is and then map out each layer of it and then just, like, knock off the top of each layer as, you know, we go down. It's gonna be a good use for all of the dirt and stone and stuff that we mine too, so... so yeah, I don't exactly have a way of putting any blocks down because I have the top blocks in the schematic. None of the bottom blocks. I would have to, like, build up to where I'm currently at, you know? And that would become quite painful and difficult to do. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to mark out where the university is going to be. You know, inside of all of this scaffolding. I forgot to put this other set of copper away. But, oh well, it is what it is. That's about what I figured, but I wasn't sure. Figured scaffolding wouldn't obey the axis thing that Minecraft Bedrock uses, where if you just hold the button, it'll always like place in the same like axis. Wow, I need a lot of scaffolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 9 more scaffolding. Good grief. I was like, we got, 55 blocks of scaffolding. Surely that's enough. Nope. Apparently not. Nowhere even close. Well, okay, it was close. It was within 9. But still. Here, we'll use eggs. Transmute eggs into scaffolding this time. Better than the, dirt and stuff that I was doing before. That had very little essence. These almost have the exact same amount of essence as the scaffolding. Scaffolding slightly more, but it's almost the same amount. Oh yeah, 32. We only needed 9. So that gives me some leftover afterwards, which is great. I'll tell you though, like, I'm tempted to just break down all of the Minecraft default builds, because they are going to look like utter crap compared to the colony builds. Like, they really are. I'll leave any blocks that are currently holding torches. But I do need to dig 1 into the ground for the university. Technically, if I were following the Mine Colonies 1, I would need like 5 blocks into the ground. But those are just like extra blocks underground for whatever reason. Like, there's nothing down there. It's just like filler blocks. And so it's a little annoying. I realized it when I went to like make this the blueprint. I was like, wait, these like couple, bottom levels here. Like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 bottom levels, like, are completely just nothingness. They're just like blocks. Part of me wishes I had efficiency on my shovel. Part of me also knows how efficiency on shovel works. and it is like really uncontrollable. It's like it mined too fast. Like even just a little efficiency just mines way too fast. There's something about grass where like it doesn't matter how efficient you are. It doesn't matter how like much efficiency you have. Grass just takes a little longer to dig than dirt. But then like if you stack, if you put efficiency on your shovel and you go from mining grass to dirt, it just like eats the dirt instant. And it's just like, oh my gosh, please. So if you misplace your cursor even in the slightest bit, it's just like, boom, suddenly giant hole. All because you dug it dirt. I hate it. Like, I think there's like some kind of minimum like block break thing. Like, even with max efficiency, like the math still comes out to this block takes longer to break than. Like, I don't think it's something that was, like, hard-coded in. I think it's just when Minecraft does the math for efficiency, like, because grass takes longer to mine, it still takes longer even with efficiency. I don't know if I'm making any sense out of that. Just diggy hole. Does anybody remember that era of like Minecraft music videos being like huge? And like every YouTuber was making, like one at least a year. Like, regardless of how good the music videos were, there were some bad ones. There were also some really good ones, Sparkles plus Try Hard Ninja, for example. And even then, like, a couple of those were only okay. But, like, the Fallen Kingdom music videos, like, those ones were the best. By sparkles, I mean. I remember like being so into the Minecraft music video thing. I was like, oh, there's a music video by another YouTuber. I gotta watch that. And then being like sorely disappointed because most of those were nowhere near the quality of the Sparkles Try Hard Ninja collaborations. And I'd just be like, ah, that's great. Yep, that music video was, yep. And then, like, the one time that Sky Does Minecraft does a music video, and I'm like, there's no way this guy can sing. Like, he struggles even with, like, speaking in his videos half the time. Like, there's no way this guy, like, has, you know, the ability to, like, sing. And then it was, like, amazing. I was like, what the frick? Like, how he do this? But then he only ever made the one. Like, I can't sing at all. And, like, watching, you know, Sky's videos, it was always like, yeah, he's a lot, he's kind of a lot like me. You know, he seems to, like, struggle with, you know, words and thoughts, and so I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't expect, you know, much from his singing, and then freaking just blasts out this amazing freaking voice. I was like, what the frick? Because, like, you know, in order to be able to sing and sing well, you do have to, like, practice. And I'm just like, you know, there's nothing that would even insinuate that this guy, like, even attempts to practice singing or anything. And then, like, he's amazing. I'm like, what the frick? I might not be live right now. I am at 10,000 dropped frames. I don't know what to do about this. Excuse me. I have asked in chat if Street is dead because I'm at 10,000 drop frames. Let me look. What does Twitch's dashboard say? Twitch's dashboard says the stream did die for a little while. It says that the stream is struggling. But I can't tell if it's actually going or not. So let's go to the stream myself. It says that the stream... I apparently do have stream. Despite the fact that I am supposedly dropping frames, I can see that the stream is in fact live. So I guess I'm just gonna hope that it is in fact live. Because it appears to be live on my side. I'm not getting any reactions or responses from chat. But I have a suspicion that those that are in chat are probably AFK doing something else at the moment. So everything that I can see seems to insinuate that, you know, stream is live. So hopefully is live. Even though OBS is telling me that I'm dropping frames. Like, it might be that I am dropping frames. And, like, not everything is going to the stream. But it's still enough that I'm, like, considered to be live. Guess I'll also have to look at the VOD when I get this stream over. You know, when the stream is done. So I'll have to take a look at that too. And see how it, like, physically looked, you know? Good dig out to here. Also, just randomly, every once in a while, it digs slightly faster. I don't know why. I think it's a bedrock, like, thing. It's like a bedrock, like, math bug or something. From what I understand, anyway. I know IBX Toy Cat has mentioned it a couple of times. Apparently there's something in, like, Bedrock where if you just, like, go real fast like that, it'll, like, dig, you know, faster for reasons. I don't know exactly what causes it. So, just that there is something that does that, you know? Yeah, I think I'm going to dig out to here. And then what I'm going to do after that is... we'll then, like, flatten the terrain. And not flatten, but we'll, like, you know, terraform it after. To then, like, match up with the terrain that's, like, up here, you know? Like, I might lower this down a little, but I'm not sure yet. The important thing is I just want to... and this is kind of why I prefer to, like, build. You know, to flatten an entire area and then build. Because I just don't know what's good for the actual, like, terraforming, you know, bit. My shovel has taken a beating from all of this. Like, I'm probably just going to completely redo this section here. Right? Like, either cut this off or something. Like, I'm going to need to mend my shovel soon. But I suppose that's not too surprising. I have been mining a lot. Like, or I guess not mining, but digging. A lot of dirt, you know? Technically, like, you're not meant to use the multi-pickaxe to, like, break dirt and stuff, but you can. Like, watch this. If I dig here, like, see, it still digs the dirt, even though it really shouldn't. Like, as long as the original block that you're digging is pickaxe block, it will, like, work. Here it won't work, because this isn't pickaxe, this is shovel. But yeah, it's kind of hilarious. Fortune! Also, unless you directly break the block itself, the multi-block pickaxe won't trigger any of the, like, vein miner or anything. But it will trigger vein miner if you mine the block directly. So and people are probably like, what the frick do you mean? I mean, like, you know, like, this block here is the one that I'm mining directly. So those would trigger vein miner if they were like ores. But the other blocks around it, it won't trigger vein miner on. Also, since I am looking at, like, flattening all this stuff, I am going to need to go in and replace all of this stone with dirt at some point. So, you know, just something that I have to keep in mind kind of here. Apparently my inventory is full, so maybe I don't want to mine this iron. Not at this exact second, anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do something with that building, since it's, you know, in the way. I kind of wanted to try to keep, like, the default villager, like, structures, but I don't think that's gonna happen. None of these have essence. Let's get essence on these, because we're very much likely going to be needing to move our stuff into these. What the frickin'... And then coal is back here. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. All the coal luckily has essence on it, so that's good. These wandering traders, though, are so annoying. In Java, I turned them off, but apparently you can't do that in Bedrock. There is no way to, like, disable the wandering traders here in Bedrock version. Wow, a whopping 1. How about that? Great. I probably should have just held on to at least some of the dirt. Like, I'm just kind of realizing that I probably shouldn't have dumped all of the dirt out. Because now I'm actually going in and replacing the cobblestone. Like, I should have dumped all of the cobblestone, but then kept all of the dirt, you know? Like, I'm actually going to need to go back and collect the dirt again. Nah. Like, I'm gonna need dirt. Oh, now you need that. Hey? What did you think was going to happen? That's an even smaller tree than was there before. I want a bigger tree. Unless you want to try for a bigger tree. Should be able to grow. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be able to. Hey, we're not dropping frames anymore. That means we should be officially and completely back without issue now. So. Nope, not enough. I didn't think so. But I wanted to try. I put some more, you know, points in there anyway, so. Let's take this much dirt. And all of the dirt has essence. So let's take all of this dirt. And we should be able to work with this. You know, normally this is the kind of work that I would do, like, off camera. The whole, like, digging everything. You know, preparing a lot or something. But unfortunately, it's kind of just what I have in the way of, like, you know, plans today. Haven't really any clue what else I could do at the moment. Have any other, like, structure ideas at the moment. I'm also still just astounded that they added lanterns, but only made it so that they can hang, you know, from, like, the roof. Like, they didn't make lanterns able to hang on, like, the side of walls or anything for some reason. And that is real odd to me. Because, like, that's what I would think of when I'm thinking, like, lanterns in, like, a medieval setting. Like, other than being in hand, you know, I would think, like, hanging off the walls. Because you would want them in a place that you can reach to refill, you know, because they're running off of oil and whatnot, right? So you would want them, like, in a space that you can like reach out, you know, and like fill the lantern with more oil. It is odd that these don't break or fall or anything. Because isn't the, like, scaffolding limit only supposed to be, like, 2 or 3 blocks apart? So, like, when I dig 8 blocks, it's weird to me that they don't, like, collapse. I mean, these spots are obviously keeping things lit up well enough. So, as long as I break and replace in the exact same block, it should be fine. I mean, I think I'll put another one there just in case. Like, there are a couple of spots that look a little on the dark side. So it wouldn't hurt to put down a few more torches. But that should pretty much do it. Nice open space for the university when I can build it. Then it's really just figuring out how to remount, rehill, remountain, however you want to call it, like this section here. You know? Like, obviously, this building has to go, just in general. There's no way that I am going to be able to keep that building. Which is fine, because I'm pretty sure this villager doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh!
Thank you for the follow. Oh, frick. Alright, I guess falling on scaffolding breaks your fall, because that was definitely long enough. I definitely fell far enough there. I should have taken damage. But I did not. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Whoopsies. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to, like, rebuild this structure. I mean, I probably could if I looked it up online. You know, the Minecraft wiki does have the schematics, blueprints, whatever you want to call it, for, like, each building. Sure. So, like, I'd have to look it up. And even then, I don't think I would do it exact because frick all this, like, mixing cobblestone and mossy and... I know some people like to do that, but I don't. It's fine if you do. You know, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'm not gonna be like, ah, your build's bad, you know. I just don't like it myself. I don't think it looks good. I get the idea. I just don't think it looks good. So I don't do it. But I probably would take all of this and just do like regular cobblestone and such with it, so. Why you no pick up? I have like a full empty slot right here. That's weird. It was acting like that slot had something in it. But there was nothing there. It was like refusing to pick up and put anything there. Oh, a cobblestone wall was there, I bet. But it just wasn't showing up. Nice, nice. Yeah, being, you know, trans girl myself, I do tend to attract quite a few viewers that are trans as well, which is fine, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Oak stuff. Stripped oak wood. Ugh. I don't even know what to do with that. I guess I'll put that in my miscellaneous section. I just don't have a place for something like that right now. Oak doors, stairs, slabs. Freaking cobblestone stairs and walls. I'll put those in there at least, I suppose. Smooth stone, though. I guess that can just go in with the regular stone. Oops. Suppose that's fine. And then oak logs. Here, we'll just do that. Let's put bricks, like brick blocks up here. And put the regular, like, bricks down here. I'm gonna need a lot of bricks. So getting some clay production is going to be essential for this build. I mean, I suppose there's always the ability to alchemize, right? I can do this, I can do that. I get more clay, just in general that way. But also, like, I can make bricks that way. You know, there's always the ability to alchemize. Like, once I have some, like, standard brick, you know, I can then, like, make more bricks. And that should make some bricks for us. Apparently, we need some lava, though. Because I have 6 buckets. The one bucket that's there is kept there specifically so that the buckets don't move in the chest. One, 2, 3 there. 1, 2, 3 there. And then we grab all these copper ingot. And whatever. We'll just do that. There's plenty of experience in there, probably. Should consider crafting a laver. So that I can actually, like, access it. I don't have, like, a stick chest, right? Iron, copper, gravel? I don't think so. Yeah, I think it was always just that one miscellaneous chest that was there that I was using. So we gotta remember which of the chests that were up here have the sticks in them. This one. Yes, 60 sticks. And now we can make a lever. Like so. And really, I probably should have 2 levers. You know, one for each side. Now that I think about it. I want my shovel in my hand. Oh yeah. Oops. These have essence now. I didn't think about that part. It's fine. Alright. Well, we'll just let those bricks keep going. I like how we mended both our pickaxe and shovel fully up. But there were like stacks of copper in there. So it's understandable. You know? Like, it's understandable that there was a lot of experience in there. Let's check on our paper. How's that doing? Pretty well, I would say. In fact, so well that I think I'm going to grab out as much as I can. Oh, because essence. You can't grab more. Whatever. I don't even care. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to just crush that snail as I went by. But 'tis what happened anyway. Apparently, I threw the paper out when I did the trade because my inventory was full there. So, like, the remaining paper got ejected and it hit the bell, and so now all of the villagers are terrified. Just fine. They're, you know, working their way back to sleep now. And some of them will get to rest. Others get to wait. Cool. 50 emeralds isn't too bad for all that paper. I mean, what? 2 essence per, and then I'm giving them what, 20 something? 24. So, like, that's way more than what the essence would give me on its own, so great. That worked out well, I would say. There are so many villagers in here, though. Look at this. Every bed is full of villager. And I can still put at least one more line. I could put 2 technically, because I could put like a bed here and then a bed here. But if I wanted their workstations to be at the bottom of the bed like I have been, then I can't quite do that for everybody. Not that they actually sleep in the beds that have their workstations in them, but, or next to them or whatever, but it's easier for me to figure out, you know, which freaking villagers are, you know, which. So, like, it's easier for me to figure out, like, what villagers I have, you know? So. Haven't done any tree farming in a while. Whoops, that one was apparently being chopped down as I was, like, chopping it down. That one must have got caught up in the crossfire of another thing. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Apparently, some of these grew in weird ways so that there was no dirt underneath after. These are connected. Good. Very nice, very nice. I don't think any of the jungle trees are connected, which is a good thing. I don't know why I'm bothering to collect the cactus. I don't really need any of them. Like, I have so much cactus. And I have one camel. So, like, I can't even breed the camel even if I wanted to. Like, seriously. Dark oak wood. One sapling? Really? Mojang does know that it requires 4 saplings, right? To grow one of these trees that they have. Will this count as a tree still? Yes. I wasn't sure if it would still count as a tree, just considering how little of the tree there actually was. But it did. I hate dark oak saplings. I hate dark oak trees and how they work. Because you literally need 4 in order to replant them. And then you almost never get 4 back. Like, the only reason I had enough to grow these trees again is because of the fact that I have so many. If I just had those first 3 trees, I wouldn't have had enough to regrow the trees back. It's really annoying. Alright. Well, that's our dark oak trees. And that is kind of the main wood type that I'm wanting at the moment, is the dark oak. Rip. Like, as I jumped, I went, wait. And then I heard the crack. I went, whoopsies. I didn't mean to. Luckily, I do have alchemy as well for handling, you know, the freaking creation of more dark oak if I need it. But I think for now we're okay. Like, we've got a pretty decent amount of dark oak logs in there, so. My lag is feeling the effects of my cat lying here for as long as she has. Like, I don't know if my leg being shaky is something that's showing up on the cam at all. Probably not. It's not even, like, angled towards my legs at all. It's just angled at her. But, yeah. I love her. I will never, like, disturb her when she's sleeping. But, gosh dang. If I don't hurt because she's sleeping on my leg. $128 for emeralds. What are diamonds again? 1,000. Yep, that's not gonna happen anytime soon, I don't think. I am pretty sure I don't have anywhere near enough resources to even make like 1 diamond out of what I have. Luckily, it stores any extra, EMC in it. So it's at 380 now. Not enough to make a diamond. But later on, perhaps, eventually, I can, like, build up enough stuff. Like, if I wanted to, I could use, like, copper or iron. Like, I've got plenty of iron. It's not like I'm lacking on iron here. You know? Or even, like, crops. You know? I have essentially, I have ways. You know, of making freaking diamonds if I really wanted them. But I mostly have all the diamonds that I really need. So I'm really not too concerned. Why do you always wake up like so startled? Hmm? Oh, my legs are getting a chance to relax. Because she's like dispersing her weight more. Seriously though, why do you always wake up so like startled? Whenever she wakes up, she doesn't just like wake up and kind of stretch and whatnot. She like freaks out. Like every time. She always awakens with a start. So oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Heck, I could use like some of these sunflowers. In fact, I think I might. Not to make diamonds. But to make more bricks, I think. I use what's in the system already plus some of these sunflowers to make bricks. There we go. 30's nice. Extra. Oh, stacking 30. A stack in 30 is even better than 30. So that's really nice. I am glad to take that. But yeah, I am gonna need a lot of bricks. Luckily, I did just get a lot of dirt and cobblestone, and I can convert those. Maybe, you know, there will be other things that I will also convert. But I'll think about it, you know? It's not something I'm going to do immediately right now. So I got to think. The front of the structure is right here. And the front of the structure is 17 blocks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think those four. 17 was to the middle of it. So if I remember right, this should be the opening, like the entrance should go right here. 4 block wide opening. So if I utilize that in my like hill construction here, we should be able to do some level of like terraforming of this area. The other side I might just kind of flatten down for the most part. But yeah, like if this is the entrance, then probably the earliest that we'd want the hill to start forming is here. 2 blocks. So then if the idea is that I need to get it up there, I mean, one, I can always lower this, which I think is going to be the first thing I do. Go ahead and lower this just a tad. I think that'll work. And then it's just a matter of figuring out how to line that up to match, to, you know, connect to over here. I'm also thinking I might want to do something a little different with like the pathing, just in general. Like instead of using path blocks, maybe use something else for paths. So I think what I would like to do is maybe have this dig into this side a little bit. Something like something kind of like this. And then this would actually like dig in, like I'd have to dig through this wall here. In order to like deal with that. Update postponed because you're freaking, because it's the phone wanting to automatically update, which is fine. It's just decided that it wants to do that. And it always postpones the update itself if it's not plugged in directly. I'm wondering if I might have to lower this building by one. Maybe even two. Because the idea being that I want this kind of go directly, you know, into this. Problem is, without it being flat, I can't see it. I need to flatten, like, everything in order to be able to, like, envision it properly. This is why I vastly prefer building on just flat terrain. This is why in the last world I commenced the Great Flattening. Because I just build and like plan way better if the terrain is just flat. And you might say, well, Sureen, why not just commence the Great Flattening then, in that case, in this world? And yes, I could, again, but it's kind of like, I kind of feel like at this point it's become a challenge, you know? Like, what can I do to, like, build this terrain, to, like, build this town without having to commence the Great Flattening, you know? Plus, like, I know that there are people that do building, you know, like, regularly. You know, who are, like, pretty good at building. And there's all kinds of, like, YouTube videos and stuff out there, like, you know, don't build flat. If you want to, like, city, you should have, like, a sight line. I'm like, yeah, no, I do agree to that. That'd be great. And so then that got me onto the idea of, like, trying to do something like this, where it's not just all flat. Problem with that is that I really just can't see it unless it's flat. I cannot see the prize, the goal, unless everything is flat. Like, I could build hills and things upwards from flat. But this, like, trying to kind of you know, create you know, with the terrain instead of just creating my own terrain is difficult. It's difficult, to say the least. That's part of why I'm like kind of digging, even though I'm then like placing some of the blocks in the same spots that I just dug up. Because I'm like, actually, now that that's, you know, flat, I can see it better. And like what I want that to look like better. You know? Like I've done here. I think that looks a lot better than it did. The issue is, obviously, that this goes straight into this house here. So perhaps the moving of this house may have to be a step that I take. Or, you know, since nobody lives there or anything, I can just tear it down and forget that it ever existed. I just would like to try to keep some of the original, like, villager stuff around. But the more work I do, the less of the original, like, villager structures and things, you know, continue to exist. That's all. I want to see it. That, I think, looks great. So now we have to decide what we're doing on this side, but also with this building. Like, I think this looks great on this side. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig right here and flatten. And we'll just work to unflatten from there. You know, as much as I want to work with the terrain, there's no way this structure is going to exist while in line with the terrain, you know? But what I can do is make this seem a little more natural. By giving this section few more curves. Everybody loves good curves, you know? Everybody loves a good set of curves. At least that's what I have found, is that people seem to really enjoy curves. I'm not, like, against it. I'm just kind of weird that way, I guess. Like, I don't mind a nice, you know, I don't mind flat. I don't mind, you know, I don't mind when there's no curves. In fact, sometimes I think no curves can be hotter. I mean, what? What are we talking about now? I'm talking about curves, you know? Like, this hill. We all know what I was really talking about, though. It's okay. Of course, I'm saying all of these things while an ad break is in progress, so... I can say this, like, with the amount that I get via ads, which is, like, next to nothing, like, I could probably turn off ads if I got, like, you know, a couple more subs. Like, the amount that I get via ads would probably equal out. At that point. I mean, I've already gone in and reduced the amount of ads because I really did not like the, you know, 90 freaking second ad break every 10 minutes. Now it's only a 1 minute ad break every 10 minutes. Or, no wait, it was 20 minutes, I think. It went from minute and a half every 20 minutes to 1 minute every 20 minutes, I think. It's something like that. 'Cause, like, I don't really get any money off of any of that stuff. Because Twitch is kind of horrible about that. I guess I just filled up my inventory with dirt. Yeah, I did. I'm like, where was the dirt going in my inventory? All of the stacks are full. I must have just filled up those stacks. Okay. There. Just gotta, fix up this little hill here. And I think we'll be pretty much set. Extend that a little bit more. Like, I think this area will be nicely, terraformed. I think. It feels fairly natural looking at it from here. Like, maybe this could be worked on a little. It's like a little extra dig in. Like that. I think that'll work. Obviously, this building can't stay there because, I freaking dug into it. I guess it could. Sort of. Nah. I don't really like it being here. Just because it's like on the edge here, and I could do a little extra work here if I were to remove it. So, I think I will. I think the bigger question is that I haven't done this side at all. And so what am I going to do here? Whoopsies. Probably something very similar where I have it dig in over here. Definitely going to have to move both of these structures, so let's go ahead and dump my inventory, then we'll figure it out. Grow big this time. Grow very big 3. I want big 3 there. I think I will keep a little bit of dirt, but not like too much, since we are going to be doing digging and all. Like, I'll keep a stack on me. Sand stone, so sand is all the way on this side. Okay, sand all has essence, so we're good there. Just in case we need some, in case we don't get a lot when we're like digging up that section. We should get a decent handful, but still. I think I'm gonna have to move this building first, actually. 'Cause I'm definitely gonna have to dig into this spot. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear this building down immediately. If I don't tear the building down first, I'll sit here and fight with the ground to keep the building there, even though I know that I'm tearing the building down after. So I might as well just do it now. This is a pretty simple structure too, so... Like, if I wanted to rebuild this, it wouldn't be difficult at all. That said, more stripped wood. Kind of obnoxious. Glass panes. Don't worry, luckily I have a Silk Touch pickaxe. Or, excuse me, axe. I don't have a Silk Touch pickaxe, I have a Silk Touch axe. This is why I always put Silk Touch on my axe. You never know when you might actually need Silk Touch. And while I don't think that a Silk Touch axe can, like, mine, like, legitimately, like, you know, mine, like, stone and such, because it's an axe, a Silk Touch axe can dig into, you know, glass, melons, all sorts of stuff that you might not even think about when you're, you know, when you're thinking about, you know, whether you need Silk Touch or not. I know that when I did the Silk Touch axe thing the first time, like, I did it because of, you know, melons. But until that day, not even once had the idea of, I can Silk Touch melons, like, gone into my head. I'd never even considered the possibility. And then as soon as I realized, like, oh, you actually can, you know, like, Silk Touch melons, I was like, holy crap, this changes everything about my playstyle. And I discovered it when I was trying to figure out some villager trades. Had melons growing, and I kept thinking, like, man, it would be great if I could just get the full melon instead of, you know, having to use fortune on the melon and then hoping I got enough slices. Like, it would just be real handy if I could just get the melon. And then the thought came to me, like, wait, if I were to use Silk Touch on the melon, like, could I, you know, mine the melon and get the freaking, you know, a melon out of it, or like a full melon? And so I did. And the answer was yes. And I went, holy crap. If I put Silk Touch on an axe, I can just use that to mine melons, can't I? And I don't have to deal with, like, the fortune. You know, I can just freaking mine the melon itself directly and sell to the freaking villager that way. And then once I put Silk Touch on the axe, I was just like, holy crap. This has so many other uses that I had never even considered. So now I'm like convinced that silk touching your axe should just be a thing that everybody does in their worlds. Because it's so nice. You know? Like, it's so nice to be able to just do that. There we go. That looks better. Then I can keep this building for now. And I'm gonna have to tear down this building still. Have some inventory space. Depends on what, like, blocks this is, like, made out of. That will determine if I have enough. Really, the glass is just the big one to me. You know, you just tear down glass and you don't have to worry about it. It's always, like, disgruntled. Probably not the right word. I was always annoyed at just, like, yeah, I gotta mine, like, these the glass blocks. I, like, really don't want to break them, but it's not like I, like, carry Silk Touch on me at all times. You know? Because it's not that useful. Like, this is what I was thinking. Not, what I think now. But, like, this is what I was thinking back then. I'm like, Silk Touch really isn't that useful. I just don't carry it. But, like, it would be nice for glass, but, like, when do I ever, like, really actually mine glass? But then I discovered the glory that is melons. And one, just how much freaking emeralds melons can give you. Just like in general. But then, like, also, like, if you have Silk Touch on your axe for melons, then you always have your axe on you for when you need to break down glass as well. And so now I just always silk touch my axe. The only issue that I have with silk touching the axe is simply the fact that these particular brand of tree capitator that's here on Bedrock, like, it will silk touch the leaves if you tell it that it can break leaves with the, tell it that the tree capitator to break the leaves. It will, like, break the leaves with the silk touch. And it's like, okay, but maybe what if I don't want to break the leaves with the silk touch? But then I figured out a way around that. The way around that is, usually in modded, tree capitator only works with an axe. And so you can't just, like, smack it with your fist and you're good. But this brand of tree capitator does work with the axe. Or does work without the axe, rather. I see. Something in my inventory is broken, and so now I can't move some of the items around. Really, the only way to fix it is to just try to empty stuff out of my inventory. Like, see, I can't move that. Which is annoying. This is oak log, not oak wood. Because, of course, those are different things. And frick you if you didn't think they were. Can be a little annoying, I won't lie. On one hand, 4J Studios Reforged, or whatever it's called, it's supposed to have a system where, like, you can just turn any block into anything else.
Michael, food out there. I'll bring you up a plate.
So, hey, I was finally able to move the oak slabs out. I have so many stairs. I'm gonna, like, essence some of these stairs. Because I have so many stairs. I'm gonna just freaking essence those into something else. I have no idea what. But I probably am going to do that. Because I have too many stairs and I just can't freaking... And go. Like... Yeah, I would need another, like, place to store them. You know? Like, look at this. I have 2 stacks space. And I have 3 stacks. Like, I would need to refactor my storage here. So here's what I'll do. We'll refactor all these birch log. So that's so that they have essence. We'll put the birch log into the system. And there we go. That helps. You know, the alchemy thing is nice not only just because you can store stuff. Like, you can, you know, the alchemy thing is nice because you, not just because you can convert things into other things, but you can kind of use that to fix some of your storage issues. Where it's like, I don't have storage for this, so I'll just turn it into something else. And I can always turn it back later. You know? Not for everything. Like, not everything has that possibility. But still. Oopsie, I knocked the camera around. Trying to get to some food. So yeah, Social Security did not call me back. Which really doesn't surprise me, you know? They are doing everything within their power to, you know, keep people off of disability. Because there just isn't enough money in the government for it. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they were, like, governmentally mandated. Like, you have to do this legally, but, like, do everything you can to not allow any new people on. You know? So, like, I mean, it's understandable. I don't think it's right. You know, like, people who legitimately need it should be given it. That's just the way it is. But I understand the concept of like we can't give it to everybody, and the easiest way to ensure that only the people that need it get it is to just not allow anybody to get it. And then only the people who like actually like desperately need it will get it, because they're the ones that will like fight tooth and nail to get it, you know? Well, I had a second thing in here, but I guess not. Unfortunately, the problem is that those who actually need it generally are the people who can't fight tooth and nail to get it. Like, could you imagine if I wasn't entirely supported by a family? And thus, like, I just was not able to get onto any kind of disability? Because, like, I would just not be alive because I just have no money, which is why I need disability. 6 years it's taken. You imagine if I had to legitimately go 6 years with no money? Like, not everybody who needs disability can fight to get disability. You know? Like, I certainly wouldn't have had the time if it weren't for, you know, other people able to support me. If it weren't for the fact that other people have been able to support me. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, I will say this much. The ADHD medication I'm on now has definitely helped with, like, the I can't form word, you know? It's not, like, amazing, you know? Like, I'm still not, like, fully there and able to, like, do it without problems at all. But I'm mostly able to talk without sitting here and stuttering every, like, 15th word. And that is nice. I was legitimately starting to get concerned that there was something legitimately wrong. That was just causing me to be unable to, like, think of, like, words and stuff. But as it turns out, it was just ADHD preventing me from, like, creating vocabulary, I guess. I still have some trouble, like, creating words. but nowhere near as bad as I was. So, well, so we've got a hi sheep. We've got a space for the university built. I just need to finish the blueprint so that we can start constructing it. I really don't have anything else that I can really like do right now. Because like I don't know what I'm gonna do with this building yet. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to end up keeping any of these, so I can't like just, you know, I don't want to like tear these down right now. If I do end up being able to keep them. And then like there's this one here that's like just sitting right next to the village center. Technically, this is the village center, even though it's like way off in the corner. So, it is what it is. I'd like to replace the path blocks with something else, but I'm not entirely sure what yet. I'm also wondering, because this is 4 blocks wide. I'm wondering if 4 block wide path would be better. I also feel like, you know, these keep getting eaten. Like, I have all of this stripped oak log now. Because beavers or platypuses or something keep coming up and freaking eating the logs and freaking stripping them. And so I feel like I need to change this to something else. Or I need to go in and like just strip all of the logs so that they're all like symmetrical. You know? Like do something like this so that they all look the same. I don't like that look though. Kind of don't like that look. I'll think of something. Maybe I'll just bury the farms down 1 block so that I don't need a, you know, an edge. Kansas. Kansas? Really? Okay. Yes. Call freaking somebody in North Carolina. Freaking spam call somebody in North Carolina. All the way from freaking Kansas. That sounds like a great idea. Doesn't even drop anything. Lame. So yeah, I know this isn't exactly 4 hours like I usually try to go for. But I think we have done really well. I can't wait for pale wood so that I can get rid of all of this. This is all going to be like pale logs. So that's going to be fun. Trying to get that many trees. I guess with the alchemy add-on. But we'll have to see how that goes, you know, with freaking add-ons updating, you know, add-ons getting up to date and such when winter comes around. So, but also resin blocks. Those will be fun. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to end things off here. So, I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I think there's a playlist if you're watching on YouTube. So check that out. Come on out, twitch.tv/Sureen Inc. So you can catch these live. And next stream I'll probably have the university blueprint done and we'll work on it. So I'd really like this tree to actually grow into a big tree. But yeah, with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later.